TGIF, my lovely followers. It's your queen, Sarah. We are back with yet another video. It's a bit rainy today. Like, as you can see, the sky is pretty overcast. So, I don't think this is going to be like a super long video. I just wanted to get on briefly and talk to you guys, talk to my followers, my lovely followers, about the State of the Union. Because let's be honest, like, the State of the Union was just straight up garbage. Statistically speaking, according to like a lot of people, it was literally the longest State of the Union address ever delivered. And if you're one of the people who didn't watch it, like, good, because it's not really worth watching. You're just wasting your time. It's just the tangerine. It's just the orange fascist lying for over an hour. That's all it is. He just lies. He just lies and spews propaganda for over an hour. So if you missed the State of the Union, you really didn't miss that much. Don't feel bad. I did watch it myself. Just literally just to see how bad of a train wreck it would be. Like, I watched it on Dead Domain stream. They are a non-binary YouTuber. Like, I sometimes watch their channel. I was watching on their stream when he did his speech, when he did his State of the Union address, his lying address that he did, his lying State of the Union. And I think I'm going to summarize it for you guys, really just quickly. Like, without you having to sit through a painful hour of Donald Trump lying to your face. Like, yeah, if I can spare my lovely followers from that, then I'm happy. You know, I'm a happy girl if I can spare my lovely followers from that. So, without further ado, here we go. I'm going to touch on all the most important points. And to begin with, the first and most egregious thing, I think, of this entire State of the Union address was the fact that Donald Trump awarded a Congressional Medal of Honor to one of the war criminals who helped to kidnap Nicolas Maduro. That's what he did. Like, Donald Trump has officially tainted the Medal of Honor. Like, you might as well just call it the Medal of Dishonor, because it has no more honor. It's meaningless. Like, there is no more honor to the Medal of Honor anymore, because now apparently war criminals can get the Medal of Honor. Apparently war criminals can now get the Medal of Honor. Apparently. And the war criminal who was awarded the Medal of Honor, like, he was leaning on a walker during it because he got shot in the legs by one of the people he murdered while kidnapping Nicolas Maduro. You know, one of the bodyguards who was doing their job and protecting the president of Venezuela. You know? And he murdered them, and they fought back and shot him in the leg. They shot him in the legs, which is good. Good. I hope he never walks again. Like, for real. Screw him. Hope he never walks again. For real. Like, obviously, this war criminal is entirely undeserving of the so-called Medal of Honor. Like, he is a war criminal. Like, the only thing he deserves is a life sentence in Leavenworth. That's the only thing he deserves for participating in this war crime. It's like he has no honor. Like, these war criminals, these Delta Force war criminals, have no honor. They are utterly unworthy of it. They are utterly unworthy of the Medal of Honor. And I don't care. I don't care if me saying that pisses people off. Like, I don't care. I know that's going to piss people off. You know, them bootlickers who are going to thank the war criminals for their service. You know, they're going to thank them for their service to the oligarchs and the oil companies and the arms manufacturers and all the people that they're actually fighting for when they have these wars. Because it sure as heck is not you and me. It sure as heck is not the average American who's struggling to make ends meet and can barely afford to live in this country, who have to have like multiple jobs and live with a roommate just to get by in our crappy economy that still has not improved. It has not improved in like 20, 30 years. You know, we've had all these wars, but you know, we're not any more free or prosperous because of them. And isn't it funny how the conservatives claim that these wars are fought for our freedom? They're brave heroes fighting for our freedom. You know, the funny thing is, I don't feel any more free, you know. As a matter of fact, I feel less free than ever in this dying corporate empire. So there's that. There's that. There's the fact that it's all a lie, that we're actually the bad guys. And that we are the world bully, we are the real terrorists. It's not these dirt poor people on the other side of the world trying to defend their homeland and trying to stop their resources from being exploited by the billionaire class and the oligarchs and their army of paid mercenaries. You know, they're their army of like killers for hire who go out and terrorize the third world so they can have a nice pension and retire. Okay, I'm going to wind it down, I promise. Like, it's just my little rant on the military-industrial complex. But yeah, I thought that was a travesty, the whole giving a war criminal the Medal of Honor. I thought that was an absolute travesty. That was by far the worst thing I think I saw during the State of the Union. There was certainly other things. There was the blatant transphobia. They had one of them detransitioners on there, and they used her as propaganda. I thought that was pretty bad too. They also tried to use a couple other people. They tried to use the mother of that Ukrainian chick that got stabbed on the train in North Carolina as propaganda. They tried to use the parents of some girl that got hit by an illegal immigrant trucker as propaganda to prop up their regime. And it failed. It failed. You know, the Democrats remain seated, as they should have. And I really don't get you. People can get mad if that's what they want. Well, you're being disrespectful. I don't care. I don't care. Like, for real, screw those people. Like, if they allow themselves to be used as propaganda for the regime, then they get what they deserve. And I don't feel bad for them. You know, I'm not condoning violence. Don't get it twisted. I am not condoning violence at all. But like, I'm not gonna respect people who allow themselves to be used as propaganda for a fascist regime. That is just not gonna happen, okay? It's not gonna happen. Straight up. It is not gonna happen. And it don't matter how many people say mean things or accuse me of being disrespectful, because I'm not gonna bend the knee to the fascists. I'm not gonna bend the knee to their little propaganda mouthpieces that spew their lies. Nope. It's like, I'm not gonna do it. And people can get as mad as they want. I don't care. Not gonna happen. Anyway, I feel like I pretty much covered it all. Like, there really wasn't much to see. Like, the State of the Union was honestly just pure propaganda. And I can't recommend anyone watch it. Like, I cannot recommend you waste an hour of your life to watch it. Like, I honestly cannot recommend that. It was pure garbage. And honestly, it was rather painful having to sit through it. It was nothing but lies and propaganda. And before I end this video, like, I do have another thing to bring up, another important issue to bring to your attention. And that would be, I think it was Oklahoma. No, it was Kansas. Like, Kansas is the latest state to try to push transphobia. They're trying to push through a transphobic law. Well, they've already pushed it through. They have made a transphobic law that trans people's driver's license have to match the gender on their birth certificate. And if you refuse to turn in your license, then they're going to put you in jail potentially. That's Kansas. That's yet another one of these crap hole, redneck, dumb states out there in the desert in like the southeast. Like, can we please give like Texas, Louisiana, Nevada, California, Kansas, can we just please give all those states back to Mexico already? Because they're an embarrassment to this country. They're the stupidest people in this country that they hate this tiny 1% of the population. And they want to blame that tiny 1% of the population for all their problems. And everything that goes wrong because of them. These ignorant white trash bigots who have made these ridiculous laws to punch down pisses me off. I tell you what, it pisses me off to see this crap. So I thought I would cover that. And I think that's about it. I think I've said everything I want to say. I'm not quite as talkative as I normally am on a Friday. But I think I did pretty good with this video. I just wanted to briefly cover the State of the Union. There's also some interesting things happening in the Middle East. I believe Iran recently shot down an American drone, and the situation over there is escalating by the day. And I think it's pretty safe to say that we're probably going to end up eventually in a war with Iran. A lot of experts agree with me on that. That we are going to have a war with Iran before it's over with. Probably because of Israel, because of the hook-nosed mafia who controls our current president. And they know that they're going to lose the midterms. They know that they're going to lose the next presidential election because the Republicans are an abject failure. They have broken every one of their promises to their constituents. And the only people left who still defend them and are still going to vote for them are literal retards and stupid people. And yeah, like, if you vote for him again, you're a retard. Like, you're stupid. Straight up. Like, you know why I say that? Because when a politician lies to you, like, you have a duty to not re-elect them. Like, when they lie to you and they don't do what they said they're going to do, and you reward them by putting them back in office, you're condoning their behavior. I'm not telling you that you have to vote for a Democrat. The Democrats suck too. But, like, you cannot vote Republican. If the Republicans are going to lie to you, you have to make sure they lose the election. That is the only way. Like, you can vote Libertarian, you can write in anybody you want. I don't care who you write in. Just don't vote Republican. Because if you vote Republican, you're asking for it. Like, when they lie to you and you reward them for lying to you by re-electing them, you deserve whatever they do to you. And I'm not going to have any sympathy for people who do that. So, yeah. Okay, I think I'm going to bring this to a close. I wasn't planning on making a super long video today. Other than what I've already discussed, I don't really have much to talk about. So I think I'm going to bring this to a close. I hope all of you found this video informative and entertaining. Thank you for your support, especially if you watched to the end. Please like and subscribe and all that streamer stuff. And, oh, I hope all of you have a good weekend and a happy Friday. I know I will. I'm excited. I hope you are too. TGIF one more time. Okay, and we're off.